Okay, fellas, let's just quickly look at number 1, and I'll show you that as long as you appreciate the things we've done so far, then this is just a direct application of that. Number 1 says we've got a triangle ABC and it gives you the points. Determine the equation of the median that passes through B. There it is. Okay, the median that passes through B. So I would always do a sketch, and it doesn't even have to be to scale. Okay, I would just go, in fact you don't even need axes, and even if the points don't seem to make sense it doesn't really matter either, but let's go for a very quick sketch. A is 1, 3, which is about there, 1, 3. B is 5, 4, which is over here somewhere, 5, 4. And the last guy is 3, -1, down here. 3, -1. So there's initially anyway, this is what I'd do. I'd sketch my triangle, and then I would identify what the question was. Again, I'd read it, and it says, determine the equation, the median that passes through B. So that means, if I've got a median that passes through B, I've got this line that's sort of like it. Don't like the fact that that's so crooked, so we'll go for this one. So it goes like that, which is better. And the line passes through B, so there's 1 point, and it is not at right angles to AC, but it cuts through the midpoint of AC. Okay? So therefore, to get the second point, we need to just work out the midpoint of AC. Now the midpoint, we did the other day, of course. What's the midpoint of AC? Line segment, effectively, or line. What's the midpoint of AC? Answer, what's the general? Yeah, without numbers, just tell me what midpoint is again. It's the middle, but it's therefore it's just the average of the x's and the average of the y's. That's how I want you to remember it. Average of x's, average of y's. Everybody knows what average is. Average of the x's, 1 and 3, 2. That's not hard. Average of the y's, 1. Just the 1. 3 and -1 is 2. 2 halved is 1. So the point 21 is the midpoint. It's the average of the x's, average of the y's. So that's just a midpoint thing to do. Working out a midpoint is sort of like achieved by itself, but I mean that's pretty easy. So 21, this point here somewhere, and of course again I haven't done it to scale, but somewhere over, if we actually join those together, this midpoint would be actually 21. I've drawn it nowhere near to scale. So now we've got 21 and point B, which is 5, 4. So now we just have to find the equation given 2 points. How do we find the equation given 2 points?
What are you doing here?
Well, the question asked us, find the equation of the median going through B. Well, we've identified the second point. Now we're drawing the dots. We've got a choice here. What are we going to do? Okay, let's go with that. Ultimately, we're going to use this formula here. However, have we got this, the gradient? No, because we've just got 2 points. So how are we going to work out the gradient? Do the y2 minus the rise over run thing? Absolutely fine. Or what? What's the other way? Get out the graphics calculator, put the 2 points in, get the gradient straight off the calculator. Okay? Now, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to work out the gradient now, just manually. I'm going to look at this. That point there is, I'm going to imagine this triangle. okay? That goes from, this side goes from 4 down to 1. So this side here is 3. And going across, it goes from 2 to 5, which is also 3. This bit from here to here, that's 3 and that's 3. Can everyone see that? Gradient is 1. So if the gradient's 1, m equals 1. And your calculator will give you a equals 1 if you do the substitution. Now, if that's 1, then we choose one of our points to substitute in. I'm going to choose the 5, 4 because it's nice and tidy. Y minus y1 equals 1 bracket. We don't need the bracket anymore. X minus 5. And here you've got a choice. You can therefore write your answer y equals x minus 1. Or you could have chosen to write x minus y minus 1 equals 0. In the back of the book, what does the back of the book give us? This one here, the bottom one or the top one? The top one, okay. So there was actually, technically there was 3 things to do there. The first thing, work out the midpoint. Second thing, work out the gradient. Third thing, substitute into there. 3 sort of steps, merit, because it's got multiple bits. Okay, but each part individually is very much one of the basic skills that we've done. Okay.